In fact, till now, what has been the update in the unfortunate accident of Mumbai, where 13 people, including 10 civilians and 3 Navy personnel have died, and 101 others were also rescued after the ferry capsized while en route to the Elephant Island from Mumbai's iconic gateway of India. Around 4 p.m. yesterday, a Navy craft undergoing engine trial lost control and collided with the passenger ferry Neel Kamal near the Jawahar Dweep near Mumbai. The Navy has said this in an official statement after the unfortunate loss and the tragic accident. The ferry was carrying passengers from the gateway of India to Elephant Island, a popular tourist destination. Following the accident, the Indian Navy in a statement acknowledged the fact that the naval craft had lost control while undertaking the engine trials in Mumbai harbour due to the engine malfunction. As a result, the boat collided with the passenger ferry, which subsequently capsized. The Prime Minister has also announced the ex-gratia of 2 lakh rupees from the PM National Relief Fund for the next of kin of each deceased in the boat mishap in Mumbai. While the injured would be given 50,000 rupees each. The families of the deceased will receive financial assistance of 5 lakh rupees also from the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. And FIR has been registered in Colaba police station in relation to the incident of the Neel Kamal boat capsizing against the Navy speedboat driver and responsible others on the complaint of the survivor Natharam Chaudhary. All right, viewers, that was in fact what you have been able to understand over the boat mishap in Mumbai. And my colleague Daryl joins me for more. Daryl, now the FIR has been lodged in the Colaba police station, while in fact the survivors who have also been involved in this mishap and have been massively impacted have registered the FIR. What are the statements that police has acknowledged and registered in the FIR after the incident has come to the fore?
Simran, if you see, a tragic incident took place yesterday in Mumbai's Uran area, where a ferry carrying passengers from Gateway of India, while it was on its way en route to Elephant Caves, collided with a ship, with a boat, which was speeding boat of the Indian Navy, and several passengers, more than around 100 passengers, were on board on the ferry, where who got drowned into the Arabian Sea, and 114 have been rescued, out of which 97 are in stable condition, 4 are critical, and 13 innocents have lost their lives in this tragic incident which took place. Now the police have registered a case at the Colaba police station upon the complaint filed by the survivor in this incident took place, Natharam Chaudhary. The case has been registered and the police are investigating this matter further. And we saw that Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis also said that the Indian Navy and the Mumbai police together will have a detailed inquiry. Right now I am present at the Gateway of India, where this ferry boat had left for the Elephant Cave. We can see now, even after this incident, the passengers are traveling in this boat and they are going to the Elephant Caves or Alibag to their destination. This is the place from where the ferry passenger boat had left yesterday at around 3:15 p.m. and it met with it got capsized on Wednesday afternoon at around 4 p.m. near the Jawahar Dweep Island, which comes under the Bachar Island. So we can see that now life jackets are also been given to the passengers who are traveling on this ferry boat. We can see the life jackets are kept on these boats as a part of precautions, because yesterday it is said that few of the passengers who are traveling on this ferry were not having life jackets, because of which some people, innocent people, lost their lives in this tragic incident which took place. We can see the life jackets have been kept on these boats, and all the passengers who are entering into these ferry boats have been given life jackets. We can see exclusively on Newsx in the visuals clearly that the people who are traveling have been given life jackets. This is the ferry boat now which will be leaving from the Gateway of India, and all the passengers who are traveling will be given life jackets. We'll try to speak to some people who are traveling in this ferry boat and take their reaction on this whole incident which took place yesterday. We'll try to take their reaction. Sir, कल एक घटना हुई है जहां एक बोट पलटी हुई है, आप भी ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, आपको लाइफ जैकेट दिया है, इसके पहले आपने ट्रैवल किया या आपका पहली बार है?
नहीं, मैंने बहुत बार किया है।
तो इसके पहले भी लाइफ जैकेट दिया जाता था या आज
नहीं, वो लोग सेफ्टी के लिए नीचे रखा जाता था, अपने नीचे हर एक सीट के नीचे होता था, और वो लोग इंट्रोड्यूस करते थे कि बता देते कि कितना क्या होगा, कैसे यूज करना है।
ऐसा इस घटना के बाद पहली बार हुआ है कि जैसे आप शिप में आ गए आपको जैकेट दिया गया, पहले ऐसा दिया नहीं जाता था?
पहले नीचे रखा जाता था, इन्फॉर्म करते थे।
We'll try to speak to more passengers who are traveling on this ferry boat who will be leaving now, and we'll take the reaction. Sir, yesterday a tragic incident took place and even now you all are traveling. Is this the first time you all have been given life jackets after this incident?
I was not here before. This is the first time I'm traveling here. So I don't know if the life jackets were given before or it's given after the incident. But it's a good reaction from the government that they are providing the life jackets. So yeah.
So we can see, Simran, clearly that the passengers who are traveling on this ferry boat have been given life jackets as a precautionary measure. So all these people, we can see these passengers will be traveling to their destination, whether it's Alibag or the Revas port where this ferry will be going. We can see clearly that the life jackets, there's a precaution taken where all the life jackets are been given to the passengers who are boarding on this ferry boat. Simran.
Well, in fact, Darrell, as you are also giving us the live input from the conversation with the passengers on board of the ferry at this moment, it remains to be very critical of what reasons, in fact, this has led to the collision. Remember, in fact, this is a very common exercise for the boats there to ferry the passengers for a tourist destination as popular as the Elephanta Caves. But at this point, in fact, happening this incident and resulting into the loss of 13 lives is questionable. All right, joining me on the broadcast to share more details, in fact, is Captain Shyam Kumar, who is a former Navy personnel and retired Army, former Navy personnel. Now, sir, appreciate you joining me live on the broadcast and thank you for speaking to Newsx. At this point, when you hear about the collision and when the Navy confirming that it had lost the control due to the engine malfunction, how in fact critical it is for the Navy or for the warships, as you have been an instructor yourself, to monitor these things and to avoid such kind of incidents, resulting into this level of drastic, tragic accident?
Thank you for giving me opportunity to give my views. Firstly, I'm very saddened with this accident, which has caused some loss of life and injuries. And apart from that, it has created a situation in which one has to investigate, analyze, and take remedial measures to avoid such accidents in future. As far as Mumbai harbour is concerned, it is a very high traffic harbour and it has many type of traffic. It has certain rules of road, navigational channels, and there are certain international laws in which the merchant ships, naval ships, and the ferries of the local jurisdiction are expected to maneuver themselves in these confined waters. World over, in such places, there are certain strict rules which must be followed. As far as the patrol craft is concerned, it is a fast attack craft of the Indian Navy, which is essentially required for the harbour defence of our coast, and especially after the Mumbai attacks. These were inducted and they, along with the Coast Guard and the Marine Police, look after the coastal areas and carry out regular patrol. And every day, few patrols from the sea and also by the helicopter is carried out up to almost 40-50 kilometers along the coast, both north and south. In fact, up to the Alibag and Janjira, etc. So this is a routine operation. Now, sometimes there are trials requirements and they have to be done. These boats cannot go to open sea because they are very small. They have less endurance. So they are expected to do their trials within the confined water. Yes, of course, it needs to be investigated at what happened during control failure. And since the fast attack crafts are meant for high speed, their speed is very high. And therefore, in case there is a control failure, they can't do much about it other than to maneuver to one side or another. But if the maneuverability is lost, it has fair chances that it can collide someone. But yes, area of operations is the ferry diverted from the normal route. Sometimes tourists ask for the extra ride and the boat goes around to areas where they are not supposed to be. Sometimes even the naval craft could have gone out of control and came to an area where they were not supposed to be. So these needs to be investigated in a thoroughly manner. Life raft, safety requirements, the life jackets for the people. And I'm sure the Coast Guard, Navy and other people in the area has done the tremendous effort, and they have rescued people in an expeditious manner. And there will be investigation, there will be thorough board of inquiry. Navy would not leave any stone unturned to find out the problem areas and carry out remedial actions, because there are audits on this, there are people working on this, we have safety resume, there is a safety unit. Every naval base has a proper safety unit for all this, and there will be thorough, clear inquiry, transparent things to be brought out, so that even civil, the medical issues, whatever has happened, people, witness will be there. I'm sure there will be a thorough inquiry and there will be remedial measures on it. It is a sad incident, and everybody is very, very worried about these aspects, and there is a proper investigation going to take place, and Navy would work upon it. I will expect that such incidents do not happen. There have been incidents in past in other areas, in other collisions at high sea, in confined water. But for confined water, Mumbai Harbour, Port Trust, the people around it, and the rules of regulations, rules of the road must be strictly laid down, and if required must be corrected, so that such incidents are avoided.
All right, Captain Shyam Kumar, thank you for giving us your time and your views on this very tragic incident that has surfaced, in fact, this morning after 13 people have lost their lives. And it is required at this point of time that the concerned authorities and Navy do look into this matter of the Navy boat losing the control. Now shifting our focus to other developments at this point, the air quality in the national capital